Thank you very much for having me.
So what was the moment that you understood you can actually sue the Palestinian Authority? מה היה הרגע שבו הבנתם שאתם יכולים לתבוע את הרשות הפלסטינית?
Yes, sure. We're building on a recent case, the Fold case, that took place a couple of months ago. And in that case, the Supreme Court upheld something called the Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act. And so once they did that, they opened the door for us to bring this lawsuit on behalf of Stuart Force, the father of Taylor Force, who the Taylor Force Act is named after, and Hanan El-Gez, the husband of Tzila Gez, whose wife and infant son, Ravid Gez, were tragically killed in a May 2025 attack. And again, the attackers, we believe, were motivated by the Palestinian Authority's reward system.
Yeah. In what way is this lawsuit different from any other lawsuits against the Palestinian Authority in the past? באיזה מובן התביעה הזו שונה מהתביעות בעבר?
Sure. It's similar in some ways. What makes this lawsuit different or more timely right now is the fact that, look, even as we speak, the entire world is trying to implement President Trump's innovative and bold and important 20-point peace plan. But one of the sort of legs that peace plan stands on is the idea that after there is a transitional authority governing Gaza, eventually governing authority will transfer to the Palestinian Authority, assuming that they engage in significant reforms. And the Palestinian Authority has been lying to the world. Last year, they told them that they are phasing out the pay-for-slay program, and our lawsuit will prove that they have not actually done that. And again, it comes only about a month or so after all of those countries ran to recognize a Palestinian state and give some kind of legitimacy towards the Palestinian Authority, and they added some conditions, right? The conditions included the fact that the PA had to reform and to stop supporting violent extremism. Well, again, it's laughable because you can't say you're not supporting violent extremism when you're still glorifying and inciting terror. So our lawsuit aims to prove that the Palestinian Authority is not a moderating partner for peace, and that if we ignore this fact and we let them just play a shell game and shuffle the money around through a different office but still pay terrorists, what we are risking doing is codifying essentially all these horrible pathologies that we're trying to cure.
Mm-hmm. Do you know if American taxpayers' money is still going to the Palestinian Authority? Because we know President Biden was bypassing the law. האם כספי משלמי המיסים האמריקאי עדיין הולך לפלסטינים?
It's interesting you asked that question. Stuart Force, who is the father of Taylor Force. Taylor Force was an Iraq war veteran who went to West Point. He was an American citizen, not Jewish, who happened to be visiting Israel and was stabbed to death by a terrorist. And when Congress heard about that, they were rightfully sickened, and they passed the Taylor Force Act, named for Taylor. And what that act says is that no money, as you pointed out, should be able to flow to the Palestinian Authority from American taxpayers just until they stop paying terrorists to kill people. During the Biden administration, unfortunately, they decided that despite the fact it was completely against the spirit of the law, they were going to send money through these third-party agencies to fund the PA because they simply didn't care about stopping pay-for-slay. Most of that has stopped now again under the Trump administration. And what we're aiming to do is to shine a light on that and to make sure that it's harder for any future administration to try and get around the Taylor Force Act.
Mm-hmm. Well, we wish you best of luck with this lawsuit. Dr. Mark Goldfeder, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.